Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. As usual, back again with some updates concerning our team. So the latest right now is that Chelle has released his final 23-man squad to face Rwanda and Zimbabwe later this month. But it's not yet out to the public. We don't have access to it. The fans don't have access to it right now. We are still going to wait for a couple of days, maybe more than a week, to get to see this list. But it's already known to Chelle, his team, and the NFF because they have now approved it. But it's still subject, according to NFF, it's still subject to undergo some changes. A situation whereby maybe we have one of the guys in the 23 squad, having injury or something like that. Then they'll have to change that person and put in someone else from the initial 35-man provisional squad. So obviously, there have been some, rumors erupting about the players that made the list. Of course, the guys that we expect, the backbone of the team that we already expect to be in the team. Even though we haven't seen the list yet. Victor Osimhen, Victor Boniface, William Chusekong, provided he doesn't report that he won't be available because of the injury. But we hope he's going to, do just fine before these games. And then the Wabali, Frank Onyeka. There's also a report that Joe Aribo has, made the list as well. And then a few other guys as well. Samuel Chukwueze, one of the guys as well. So it's just been lots of speculations right now, but we don't know for sure. But these guys I just mentioned are some of the guys we should be expecting to see in the squad, plus one or two home-based players as well, also reported to be in the squad. And then among the guys that will be missing out, Kelechi Iheanacho tops the name, the high-profile name that we may not get to see. The report is that he has been left out by Coach Eric Chelle because of, lack of form, and also the previous time that he had been called up, the lack of impact that he's had with the team. Recently we haven't even seen him play games a lot when he's being called up, and then the times that he played games, he didn't really have much impact on the game itself. So Coach Chelle, reportedly wants to, do away with him and then replace him with someone else who's in form and who can actually, provide the results for us. So this is what's happening. Kelechi Iheanacho said to me, so of course it's no news for us. It's not surprising to me, especially because Kelechi Iheanacho has been suffering from lack of form for the last 6 months since he left Leicester City. When his contract expired, joined Sevilla as a free agent, and then stayed up to 6 months at Sevilla. Played 9 league games, didn't score any goals. His goals actually came in the Copa del Rey. I think 2 or 3 goals in the Copa del Rey, but Sevilla were not really happy with that. Plus, they were not doing fine as a team entirely, in La Liga. So they were frustrated and decided to ship out some players, and then he was shipped out to Michael Carrick's Middlesbrough, who are in the UK. So that's where he's currently at now, trying to see if he can get his form back. But we all know that it's going to be a bit too soon for him to make the list. He's really struggling right now. So obviously, he's going to make way for other people who are, in form as it stands. So this is the latest right now. The list is already known and approved by NFF and Coach Chelle. So they're just waiting. It's only a matter of time for them to divulge this one out to the press, and then the fans can get to see the boys that have been invited. And also, based on the updates, these guys that have been invited already know themselves. They've already been communicated and told that, hey, you made the final list, and congratulations. This is how the plan is going to be. This is how the itinerary is going to be. The travel plans in whatever plans that is in place heading into these games. So in terms of the travels and itinerary, the Super Eagles players, these final 2023 players, will travel from their club side to Kigali, Rwanda, where this game is going to be held. And according to the report, there should be in camp on or before the 17th of this month. Because NFF wants them to arrive early. Arriving at on the 17th is not exactly early, but based on the FIFA break, it's the earliest that we could get. Or NFF could get to actually convene the guys together and have them chill with Coach Eric Chelle. So uh, they want to have the guys spend as much time possible with Coach Eric Chelle, possibly allowing Coach Eric Chelle to train 3 times with the guys from the 17th, which is the official camp opening date, to the 21st, which is the day of the first game. So Coach Eric Chelle wants to have at least 3 training sessions with these guys before that first match, of course, to work his tactics, plan A, plan B, plan C, whatever it is that he has in store, and then get to familiarize himself with the guys. So 3 training sessions at least have been planned by the NFF and Coach Eric Chelle for these guys, and they'll be traveling from their club side to Kigali. On expense paid trip, NFF will be funding that for the players who have been invited, the 23 players. So this is what is currently happening right now. Of course, the official list is going to be released to the fans and to Nigerians in a few days from now. But let's move away from that, and let me let you know that the Flying Eagles of Nigeria, who are currently preparing for their Nations Cup tournament in Ivory Coast, actually have completed their 2 friendlies. The first friendly, they won 2-0 against Ivory Coast. The second one, a return leg against the same Ivory Coast, which was played yesterday. They lost that game by the same scoreline, 2-0. So on aggregate, it was a 2-2 scoreline for Coach Aliyu ZUBAIRU and his boys. And of course, lots of important lessons to learn, not just from the victory, but also from the defeat itself, because the coach is going to be exposed to the areas that the boys didn't do well, and they will hope to improve on that before they go properly into the competition. It's a very tight competition. We are in a group where we have some of the best countries to play against, the likes of Egypt, I think Morocco, Senegal as well are the guys in our group, and then are the guys in our group. So it's not going to be an easy one. But Coach Zubairu is really optimistic. He talks about the fact that this friendly was a very, very important experience for his team, and that they had the opportunity to implement a couple of strategies that they have been preparing for, plan A, plan B, and all kinds of things. So just to read out part of the word that he said after that defeat yesterday to Ivory Coast, he said, "We have prepared. We really want to assess most of the players. 1. Number 2, our tactical approach to matches that we are trying to put in place, that we are likely to go and adapt during the AFCON." He said a number of things as well, which included the fact that he was missing a lot of his key players. For example, the likes of Barobo, who recently moved to Europe, secured a deal with a European club side. Talks about the fact that Barobo was missing, but he is expecting him to return before the competition starts. Not just him, but there are also other stars as well that he mentioned that would come back and fortify the team heading into the competition properly. So that's the latest on their end. Of course, Nigeria, the Flying Eagles are expected to go all out and win this competition because we've been very successful at it. We've won it a lot of times, and it's also important because winning the competition means that we'll qualify to the World Cup under 20 category. But even if we don't win it, just by virtue of qualifying to the semi-finals will also give us a ticket for that one. But all the best to them. We'll see what happens from there.